Hello friends, welcome to CodeCrush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn how to iterate over a hash table. So it is similar to all the map interface classes we have seen like hash map, linked hash map, and tree map. So there were two ways to iterate over these classes, right? First one was using a key set and second one was using entry set. So similar approach is there for iterating over the hash table. So we have a hash table which stores key value pair. So key is of type string and value is of type integer. These are the values that we have added inside our hash table with the help of put method, and we are trying to print that hash table. So these are the values we are getting here. Now we need to iterate it. So first we will see using a key set method. So let's say the name of your hash table is fruits. When you say fruits.keyset, so this keyset method will return you all the keys that are present in your hash table, and then you can store that particular keys inside a variable. If your key is of type string, then you can use string and you can provide any name here. If your keys are of type integer, then you can provide your int. And once you get the keys, you can print the key, and with the help of key we know how to get the value using a get method. Now try to implement this logic in our code. So here the name of our hash table is table, right? So first I will show you what this keyset method is returning us. So if I say a keyset, try to run this code. So see, this is returning us all the keys that are present inside our hash table. So apple, orange and grapes. These are the three keys which are present inside our hash table. Now we will say for loop and we are getting these keys, right? So we need to store these keys inside a variable. So these are of type string. So I will say string. You can provide any name here. Let's say I provide here fruit, and this is what we need to get, table dot key set. So once we get the key, so this particular key apple, orange and grapes will be present inside this variable, and this will continue till our records get completed, right? This is a for loop, and here we will print sys out, and we will say here key is equal to, and key is present inside this variable called fruit, and we need to print the value also. So we will say here value is equal to, and how to get the value from a key we have seen in the previous video. So we can make use of our hash table, which is table dot get is the method, and you need to pass your key, and key is present inside the fruit variable, right? If I try to run this code now, see, we are getting the values here. First value is apple as a key, and then value 150. Then we have key orange, value 50. And we have grapes, value 90. So we are able to iterate our hash table using a key set. Now, another way to iterate our hash table is using a entry set method. So similar to key set, there is a method called entry set. But entry set will return you both keys and values. It will just not return a key. It will return both key and value. And to store that, you need to make use of map.entry interface. So because you will be returning both keys and values, so you need to provide the data type for both, and you need to store that into a variable. So this is the variable here entry. You can provide any name, and from this variable you can get the keys and values with a method called getKey and getValue. Now let's try to implement this code in our class demo. Now let's remove this code for key set. Now first understand what this entry set will return us. So if I say a table dot entry set and run this code now, see, we are getting both keys and values. In key set we were just getting the keys, but in entry set we are getting both keys and values. Now we will make use of for loop. I will say here for, and this time we need to store both keys and values, right? So we need to say here map dot entry. Let me remove this key value from here. We can provide here only in entry. Key is of type string and value is of type integer, and we can name is as fruit. You can provide any name there, and then we will say table dot entry set, and inside this for loop we will say key is equal to, and then we will say fruit. This is the variable name here, fruit. So fruit dot get key. So this will return us the key. Now we need the value also. So I will say a value is equal to, then again we will make use of this variable fruit dot get value. So this will return us the value. Let's save this code and run now. So see, we are able to get the output here from the entry set. Key is apple, value is 150. Key is orange, value is 50. Key is grapes, value is 90. So we have seen two ways to iterate over the hash table. First one is key set and second one is entry set. So I hope you understood the two ways to iterate over hash table. So that's it in this video.